Hey all. So, had a couple people direct message me over the past year or so asking, "Hey, you mentioned that you make belts. What do you do? What do and those types of things." So I thought I'd cover that real quick. So first thing is, when I make a belt, maybe it's the Gen X in me, but I really like that kind of weave look like we used to have with those leather belts. So I do a conquistador wrap. I really like it. It's secure. This is a belt I just made. It is about 45 inches long. You'll see I haven't tucked the piece in. I usually will take that, might shorten it, and I'll tuck it a little bit. But let me tell you a little bit about my process. So stay tuned. So to start with, you can see these are three belts that I personally wear regularly. This one I usually wear when I'm out camping, hunting, anything like this. And these are actually belts I wear for like work or when I'm out just normally. I wear my Paracord belts. They actually look professional. I wouldn't necessarily wear it with a suit, but if I'm corporate casual or just going to work, I totally will wear them. So the one I showed you here, this is one. It was something that I'm going to be selling. But let me show you exactly what I do to prep them because I don't just make them. One of the things I find is you can see here it's bunching. Now that'll break up uh, as it's worn, but I like to, before I ship it off, I like to fix that. So let me show you what I do. So longtime viewers will recognize these weights. And since I hurt my knee, I will not be using my bike for a bit. So what I do and what I like to do is take the belt, hang it, buckle it, and I put it on, or I hang it with about 42 pounds of weight. And what I will do is every 8 hours, I'll rotate it. Now, why? It pulls out some of these kinks. It'll pull, if it tilts, if it leans one way, I find it'll stretch it out a little bit. It may pull out kinks, it may pull out warps. Since these are handmade, you're going to have some natural warps. But trying to get it in the best possible uh, presentation. So I'll let this sit like this for 8 hours. And then what I'll do is I'll take all these weights off and I will rotate this about a quarter. And I'll do the same thing. And I do that for 24 hours, coming back every 8 hours and doing that. So we'll come back in a day and I'll show you what's next. Okay. Sorry, got a head cold coming on or something overnight. So you can see I've taken the weights off, but it still has a little bit of a lean to it. And this sometimes happens. If you have thicker cord, it can be a little bit stubborn. Most of the time I don't need to do this, but the last piece I do is I will take and undo this. And if you look at it, you can see it's just got a tad bit, well, help if I put it right. So you can see as I pull it out, for the most part it's straight. Just at the very end, it's got a warp. And this sometimes happens. So what I'll do in this case is I need to, you can see it really definitely there. So what I have to do to fix that is really I have to apply a weight at the very bottom. So let me show you what that looks like. So my wife yelled at me for using the bike. So basically what I'm doing now is I've taken the 10-pound weight, and to get it to stretch out, I've tied it to the and clamped it to the 10-pound weight. And I will let it sit like this for 24 hours. So we'll be back in 24. So the so the clip popped off, but you can see it's still going. So let's see what it looks like. And it just fell. Hold me a second here. So it now has a tiny bit of a warp, but it's worked its way out. So what I'll do is I'll finish this up, roll it up, and it'll go out for sale. And there you can see. It has a little bit of lean, but wearing will take care of that. But now you know, this is how I make belts. Let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments below. Until next time, keep paracording. Later.